Is Paddington an okay movie for your family to watch? Probably, but let's talk about the couple things that you may object to. Okay, so for those who don't know, Paddington is a lovable little bear. He lives in Peru with his adoptive aunt and uncle, and there is a tragedy strikes and his uncle dies. I don't know why they do that with children's movies, but they do. It's not too tragic, but it's there, okay? And his aunt is old and she's going to go into a retirement home for bears. And so she ships him off to London. Now, the bears speak English because an explorer visited them. And so they have kind of an idea of what English culture and what speaking English is like. But Paddington still receives quite the culture shock whenever he goes into London. So he is under the impression that a family will take him in. And that's not really the case anymore. This is modern London, okay? This is not World War II London. And he does meet the Brown family, though, okay? And they agree to help him. And at first, the talk is of orphanages. But he's like, well, the explorer. And they're like, okay, well, maybe he'll take you in. So they go on this hunt to find this explorer and see if they'll take Paddington in. And along the way, the Brown family that takes in Paddington temporarily, right, finds that Paddington is kind of the glue that fits their family together. They were a little dysfunctional before, and Paddington just completes them, okay? So he ends up staying with the family. So over the course of the movie, there is this growing aspect of fitting in with the family and the family growing, okay? So dad, when they had kids, he went from being adventurous and free to being extremely safety conscious. Mom is a little bit in a midlife crisis right now. The daughter, she's going into a new school, so she's dealing with self-image. She also has a boy that she likes, even though she looks really young. And mom gets a little excited that she likes a boy and those kind of things. So they overplay that childhood boyfriend girlfriend thing a little too strong in my opinion, but it's nothing that's it's nothing that isn't past more than what a lot of movies do. It just seems like the girl's pretty young, okay? And then the boy is trying to navigate being this young inventor under his dad, who is very heavy-handedly like, you got to be safe, okay? So then throughout the movie, the family just kind of, they grow together to become a family with Paddington. And then they also have Grandma living with them. And Grandma doesn't seem to have much in the way of character development, but she is the family fixer for whatever reason. So this is one of those movies, it can be a little cringy at times. It's definitely something that even younger kids are going to enjoy, okay? But adults can still find it fun too. My wife likes this one, okay? And it's fun for even me too. But just know what you're getting into. It's a little cringier because it's, just made for kids. Very obviously made for kids, right? So there are some hijinks and some funny things. And, Paddington doesn't know how to use the bathroom. So he ends up getting in a fight with the shower head and flooding the bathroom. Just silly stuff like that, okay? And then the grandma's going to fix the tub with I think a torch or a welder or something. It's just silly and just fun. So the explorer who originally visited the bears, it turns out his daughter is slighted because he didn't kill and bring one back, okay? And she lost fame and glory and that kind of thing. So when she learns that Paddington is in town, it is now like a personal mission of hers to kill him and taxidermy him up. So through most of the movie, Paddington has no idea that she's after him, okay? It's just kind of funny. And it culminates, and then at the end, she captures him. So there is a little bit of that direness right at the end where, oh no, she's going to kill Paddington, and oh no, we got to go save him, and those kind of things. But it's not too bad, okay? So I think if your kid, I think with parental approval or parental oversight, let's say, I think you could kind of show this to kids of any age, okay? But to just show your kid alone, maybe like 7, okay? There is just a little bit of that danger and just some of the other stuff. Because the family's in that growing, becoming better thing, the kids aren't always necessarily respectful to their parents or don't always necessarily talk the nicest to each other. Now, there's way worse movies, okay? But there are a little entitled, a little backtalky, those kind of things, all right? For those who are concerned about kissing in children's movies, the parents do passionately kiss on at least one occasion. The only other thing worth mentioning is the inclusion of alcohol. So at one point in time, well, they do need to sneak into a building, okay? So there is some of that. That's not necessarily the best, but it is to rescue Paddington. So they justify it, okay? But anyway, as part of sneaking into this building, Grandma is tasked with distracting the guard, and the way she does that is with a drinking contest. So she busts out the hard alcohol, and she challenges the guy, I guess, how fast they can drink their high-proof alcohol, right? And they get drunk. And it's interesting because this is a children's movie, yet they are portraying alcohol very positively. It is a silly, fun thing. It's like this game to play. And she is berating this guard like, oh, well, you're not tough and you can't outdrink a little old lady and those kind of things. And I found that very surprising in a children's movie. All right. So you as the parent are going to have to decide whether that's going to cut this out for you to show it to your kids or not. All right. So I forgot to mention one other really important thing, and that is Mr. Brown ends up cross-dressing at one point. Him and Paddington need to go into the Explorers Guild members only area. They won't let them in. So he dresses as like a cleaning lady. It's very obvious. It's done in more of that older style of humor where people my age and older would have grown up with. The cross-dressing is just ridiculous, over the top, and silly. But it's not always that way these days. And so I know a lot of people are cutting out that old style of humor, seeing it as a gateway into the LGBT culture and stuff that is very prevalent in a lot of children's movies today and stuff. There was even a guard hitting on him at one point in time. And it was kind of just like, dude, you can't tell? Like, this is supposed to be like an at a distance disguise, not like an up close and personal right here. And you still can't tell that I'm a dude kind of. Anyway, you can see for yourself, and then you can make that determination for yourself. But I really wanted to mention that. For my family, I've showed this to my kids. They really enjoy it. We have a good fun time. So that is this movie. However, there are now 3 Paddington movies, and so it is worth mentioning what you might get into with the others. So when you watch the one, you're like, that was pretty fun. We'll watch another one. Paddington 2 is very much of the same. It does involve jail. Paddington gets framed and put in jail for a bit. But it's very much of the same. So if you approve of Paddington 1, you're probably going to approve of Paddington 2. All right. Paddington 3, after those two, I thought, Paddington, pretty safe, right? I actually took my kids to see Paddington 3 in theaters. It's very different. It kind of has this go, 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 go feeling. Like it was made way longer and they had to cut out some of the silly parts or something to keep the story going or something. It was different. And I never expected a children's movie to exhibit demonic possession. And I certainly didn't expect it would be Paddington 3. But there you have it. I didn't expect talk of El Dorado and Aztec spirits and those kind of things. But that was in Paddington 3. So maybe consider watching a review for Paddington 3 before you jump in and watch Paddington 1 if those kind of things really concern you. At some point in time, I'm going to review it, but today, Paddington 1, okay? So if you like this video, please hit the like button down below. Consider getting subscribed. I review all the new children's movies that come out in theaters. I let you know about things that are important to us as Christians that they're putting in these children's movies, okay? I also do Christian videos and parenting videos, okay? I have a blog linked down in the description that you can check out some older text-based, I typed them out, reviews of children's movies, okay? And then there's a couple things on there that are best written rather than video that you can check out there as well. Thank you very much for watching this video, and until the next one, you have a blessed day.